Alright, so before we dive into things, I'd just like to quickly alert you that there will be some spoilers during this analysis. If that somehow ruins the movie for you, I'm sorry, but the film's been out for almost as long as I've been alive, and as someone who's seen the film at least 5 times, I don't think knowing the ending really affects the movie's entertainment. Anyways, let's get on with things. Cars is a 2006 Pixar film about a talking race car by the name of Lightning McQueen. McQueen is a big shot in the racing world, but on his way to the most important race, that all changes, as he loses his way and ends up with a speeding ticket in an unfamiliar town. This results in McQueen being stuck in the town, laboring away at the broken road he must fix as a consequence of his ticket. Over the course of the movie, he learns to help and value others, going from a narcissistic jerk to an upright and respected car, and by the end of his service, a changed car. Cars was a highly impactful film. Having a budget of just $70 million, it managed to pull in $462 million in the box office. Not only that, but it has a Rotten Tomatoes score of 74%, with an audience score of 79%. Historically, the Cars franchise was one of the lowest rated Pixar franchises, but come on man, getting above a 70% on Rotten Tomatoes is still really good. Plus, I like the movie, so I don't care. Anyways, numbers aside, the film glamorized the American West and especially helped to popularize the already culturally significant Route 66, quite possibly the most famous American highway. The film is categorized as an adventure film, although it also fits into the genres of animation and comedy, as pretty much every film by Pixar does. So what's the meaning of Cars? Cars is a movie about the discovery of friendship. McQueen's development throughout the movie shows one theme in particular. Friendship will always be more valuable than fame. No matter the circumstance, one must always put compassion above competition in order to live life pridefully. Nowhere is this theme better exemplified than in McQueen's final race. Okay, so a quick recap. McQueen has been stuck in the small town of Radiator Springs for the duration of the film. However, he's now back in the final race and is about to win the Piston Cup. But, as this next clip will show, things don't go exactly as planned.
Oh no!
What are you doing, kid?
I think the king should finish his last race.
You just gave up the Piston Cup. You know that?
This grumpy old race car I know once told me something.
It's just an empty cup.
After Chick Hicks, the green race car, bumps the king, the blue race car, McQueen decides to give up the Piston Cup in order to help the king finish his last race. The decision is extraordinary, as the Piston Cup is the most prized racing trophy in all of the Cars universe, so giving it up is quite a strange thing to do. However, Lightning McQueen does this in the name of honor, matching the theme that it's important to value friendship more than fame. Taking a look back at the scene, let's analyze it more thoroughly to find out just how the clip exemplifies this theme. Starting off with the beginning sequence, the film uses a series of action shots to amplify the king's crash. The dissonant music also represents how something really terrible is occurring in the film, as dissonance often produces an emotional response of uneasiness or even fear. Lastly, and perhaps most obviously, the reaction of the race commentators shows the severity of the situation, as everyone is genuinely concerned. The devastation of this crash through these techniques is something that helps to set up the rest of the scene, creating stark contrast between the problem and the solution. Let's keep watching and see what happens next. Alright, so there are a couple of things that stand out in this part of the scene. The first thing is McQueen's reaction. We see McQueen racing like normal before spawning King on the Jumbotron. From there, he immediately starts braking, and a POV shot adds to the effect of him slamming on the brakes. Finally, we get this nice side shot of him, right in front of the line. The shot goes to show how he can win at any moment, but has decided not to, as he values helping King more than winning. Then, the cut to the audience adds to the emotion of the scene. Finally, Chick Hicks pulls through the finish line, yet nobody reacts, and the movie is completely silent besides Chick Hicks' loud celebrations. The silence is deafening, as just moments before, people were cheering blissfully, and now that the race has ended, nobody cheers. This reaction from the audience shows that after what Chicks did, the race is meaningless, and what's more important is doing the right thing and helping King finish his last lap. Let's finish the scene and see what happens.
What are you doing, kid?
I think the king should finish his last race.
You just gave up the piston cup. You know that?
Ah, this grumpy old race car I know once told me something.
It's just an empty cup.
As McQueen goes back for King, we hear the two familiar trumpet notes. I believe this part of the soundtrack was inspired by the theme from 2001: A Space Odyssey, as the overall sound is really similar. This music reflects the dignity of McQueen, doing what is right and valuing his friend more than a trophy. The same idea is spoken out loud by McQueen after King tells him he just gave up the piston cup. McQueen replies, "It's just an empty cup," quoting his mentor, Doc Hudson, the navy blue car with the headphones. As the cars finish, the music gets louder and we start to hear the cheers from the audience which weren't there when Chick Hicks won the race. This shows how McQueen is the real winner, acting in good faith and honoring King's last race. As the scene ends, the film makes it quite clear McQueen did the right thing. From the shots, to the music, to the audience's reaction, to even McQueen's own internal values, it's clear that McQueen has stayed true to his cause, valuing his friendships and pride above a shiny trophy. I hope you enjoyed this analysis, and remember that no matter how far you go or what you do, the people around you are always more important than the prize. Thanks, and have a nice day.